What's up guys, day 23 of the pull-up aggression. Welcome back to the video. So today I decided to increase the difficulty a little. I still completed 20 sets overall like the last session, but this time the first 9 sets were sets of 3 reps instead of sets of 2. Honestly, I was surprised by how well it went. And did I say that I was increasing the difficulty of this session? Well, it might seem that way since I'm doing sets of 3 instead of just 20 sets of 2, but believe me, doing sets of 3 in the beginning of the workout and then is actually a lot easier than doing sets of 2, and I'll explain why in a minute. But anyway, before anyone asks, yes, I'm still using 30 kilograms. Don't let the size of these plates fool you. They're 15 kilogram plates each. Personally, I'm not a fan of them. They're way too big. I have to keep them in front of me while doing pull-ups, and it's just uncomfortable. Normally, I'd use the smaller plates, but they've been moved to the other side of the gym, and honestly, after the day I've had, there was no way I was carrying 30 kilograms across the gym. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I was trying to conserve as much energy as possible, especially considering that my training sessions are now 4 hours long. And as for the workout itself, I completed 9 sets of 3 reps with only 30 seconds of rest between sets. This time I'm also timing my rest much more accurately. So during my 20 kilogram phase, I'd sit down, start a 45-second timer, and then stand up once it went off. Looking back, I was probably resting closer to a minute because I still had to get up and walk back to the bar. Now I keep my phone in my pocket and start the timer the moment I step off the bar. That way I'm actually resting for 30 seconds, not 30 seconds plus extra time. Honestly, I'm really surprised by how much stronger I've become. If you've been following the series, you'll know I was dealing with an armpit tendon injury not too long ago, and when I first tried doing sets of 3 with 30 kilograms, they felt really difficult. Now I'm able to complete 9 sets of 3 with only 30 seconds of rest, and that's a huge improvement for me. I'm also keeping every rep controlled. It might not look particularly slow on camera, but it definitely feels slow while I'm doing it. If I speed the reps up and really pulled explosively, I honestly think I could get quite a few more sets of 3, but I'm not interested in rushing it. I'd rather keep the tempo controlled and make sure that tendon stays healthy because I have no interest in dealing with another injury again. And after those 9 sets of 3, I finished the workout with a few sets of 2 and then a few singles. Since I did 9 sets of 3, that basically means that I can do 9 sets of 1, because 1 plus the extra rep that I did with those sets of 3 would equal 2. If you do the math, it all makes sense. The whole point is I want to do 40 pull-ups, right? 20 sets of 2 equals 40, which means 9 sets of 3 plus 9 sets of 1 plus 2 sets of 2 equals 40 repetitions. Cool. The reason I structure my workouts this way is the same strategy I used when I was training with 20 kilograms. So now I'm explaining why sets of 3 is easier than 20 sets of 2, right? Back then, I started with sets of 6 while working toward 20 sets of 5, right? Getting the harder work done earlier on means the later sets become much more manageable, so I don't completely burn out halfway through the session. And also, it's also a psychological thing, because in my mind, 20 sets is a lot. Like that's a lot. So like once you reach like that 10 set mark, it's like damn it, I still have to do another round of sets of 2. And also that the session is only just gonna keep getting harder and harder and harder as you get closer to 20 sets of 2. But if you grind it out in the beginning with sets of 3, that means the later sets would actually be easier than the first couple sets because 1 rep is like what? It's chips, it's nothing. And another thing I've changed is my range of motion. During my 20 kilogram phase, I wasn't too concerned about getting my chin completely over the bar on every rep. All I cared about was getting my eyes above the bar. This time though, every rep is full range of motion. My chin clears the bar and I lower all the way to a full dead hang under control. That probably means I could do even more sets if I shorten the range of motion the same way I did with 20 kilograms. But since the reps are still relatively low, I'd rather build strength using the strictest technique possible. But anyway, that's it for day 23 of pull-ups. I'll see you guys in the next one.